asked. Time to scout.
Hey, are you Uncle Dai?
I am indeed. Ah.
Huh? How could you tell?
By the...
Right again?
All right.
Whoa, whoa.
Well, to tell you...
Do you think we're not up to the job?
just a... Last time I... Besides, this... I'd go as far to say...
You're a fool.
Oh?
Because to that's... Ha ha! I don't bet Zhang Li is listening to the storyteller. Let...
More speed.
In our last...
Zhang Li, there you are!
Oh, here for a few tales. I didn't know you two were connoisseurs.
Oh, no, we're...
Ah, something I'm rarely short of.
We need some...
Some...
Take a look around. Is there... And the requester claims to have enlisted Tibet's #1 rock expert. But Paimon...
You appear to have taken...
Oh, no. It's just... Paimon just wants to...
I see.
Really?
But I should inform you that despite my expertise, we are at all...
Well, we got it.
Listen.
Tawa?
Uncle Dai.
Oh. And...
Yep. Paimon just...
Let's...
Uh-huh. So, it's no use me singing his...
Is this the place?
Aha! Speak of the devil. Young Kun, these are 2 adventurers assigned to us.
Huh?
Longsheng Funeral Parlor's consultant. Mr. Zhang Li. I've heard about...
I am sure I recognize you. Have we met at the park?
Uncle Dai, aren't you gonna test them?
Huh?
Then they can figure out a way to test each other. If Zhang Li wins, he's the assistant. If Zhang...
A contest? Why, it would be my...
I admire your enthusiasm.
I must say, you certainly have...
Stop talking.
I'm just saying it like I...
So you're an appraiser, Mr.
Well, no. Actually, he saw me holding a rock and asked...
Huh? How could you...
I saw him on my way over to Liyue Harbor. I asked him a few questions out of curiosity.
So, do you have...
Not exact. Mr. Zhang Li, what do you make of this?
A glossy exterior, with a fissure that could only have been left in...
Ah, a key...
It's no ordinary rough gem. Fragile surface layer, black veining.
Remarkable! This rock does indeed hail from the vicinity of a volcano. I came across it in a market and snapped it straight. Purity and geological rarity alone are in the moment of its formation.
Such a detailed display. You're not...
Everything he said is true. Most crystals are born in high-temperature environments.
Well, if Zhang Li says...
I've yet to encounter anyone with a judgment as shrewd as yours, Mr. Zhang Li.
I've seen many such stones in my time. I recognize...
Of course not! I feel I've met a kindred spirit here today. Uncle Dai, it would be a mistake for Mr. Zhang Li not to join us. Trust me when I say that his level of expertise is unrivaled in the...
Very well. There is strength...
More speed. Crush. Yeah. Ha.
Whoa.
This is where the incident occurred. 6 days ago, I led a team around.
So 4
Yes.
workers in this trade are...
On
Huh.
underground.
We'll need to explore the...
Very well.
So strange. How could the 4 of them just suddenly disappear? Did they run away from something? Over here! A pile of shirt.
Huh.
One. Huh. These must be.
The 4 of them have been gone for...
There's also a few handkerchiefs and some
Items for washing one's face before the dawn shift.
So.
Correct. Improbable. There are 4. They had time to take their tools, but not their...
Huh. What?
1, they were... Or 2.
Oh.
It's certain...
They did it.
Skip.
Let's look around first and see if we can find any clues. Kunju.
Oh, right on time.
Did you find...
There's a chunk of ore.
Or.
Let's find out. Okay.
The hell?
Looks like he's come.
I see.
A child.
I'm...
Also, how did.
Oh, I don't mean see in the traditional sense. I can...
Huh?
Perceive? So there's no...
You mean.
I've always sensed that ore contain...
Amazing.
It depends on the core lapis and crystal memories are much stronger.
Stone seeing. Fascinating. A rare ability.
Based on what I saw,
This will take us no...
North. Another.
Oh my freaking.
Excuse me.
ah, yeah, I stayed behind. I ended up maybe.
So the men... Perhaps an...
Oh, what an
No.
unsub. We found some clues. Time to report back to Uncle Di.
Gonna find 4
You're
guys.
back.
We found... First, there are...
Forced?
Who indeed? Those who kept...
Now that you meant, could someone have...
This leads...
A child?
Unlikely.
Where did they go?
We believe that...
North. Right. I'll rally my men and head in pursuit. You've been in...
Not so...
There are only a few... In the meantime...
Agreed.
All right.
So, they're gonna talk to the people of.
Correct.
But there are.
Wait.
Huh? Oh, yeah. Where's. Kunjun?
Ah, apologies.
Dragonfall. Dragonfall is often used in...
In fact, I've been...
Whoa.
It sounded... Perhaps if I can...
I see.
Really?
Think nothing of it.
Shouldn't we get going?
Heading north from the...
Great. Let's have a look.
Heading north from the chasm.
mercy. Crush.
Wait, there are tracks here. These must have been.
Let us make
Babe, agarramos ice cream in a little bit. Que no, pero no.
It would appear that they made their way through Ling.
If we follow.
Flood of frost. Shudder.
Stabilize.
Back at you to ashes. Beg for mercy. More speed.
Oh no, the footprints end here.
We should inquire with anyone nearby. If the miners came through here, they may well have seen.
Hi there.
A mine.
Hello.
Stop by.
Jeez, whatever.
Don't be a killjoy.
Shudder.
We've only just begun. Looks like I went too far.
Hey there. It must have been. Yeah,
4 or 5.
it was so strange.
Huh.
I caught it.
And
Yes, let's go out.
I'll bring this fool over here.
Solidify.
Beg for mercy. Crush. Vengeance will be mine. Beg for mercy.
Damn, son. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage.
More speed.
More footprints. There's a person over there.
Help! Please save me!
Is that one of the people we're looking for?
Okay, of course.
Rescue first. Ask questions later.
Stabilize.
Shudder! Huh? Huh?
I will have order.
Beg for mercy.
I'm a rock.
Crush! Huh? Flood of frost! Huh? Shudder! Huh? Huh? Yeah. More speed. Huh? Crush!
Look at you, booze hound.
Oh, I'm not even healing.
My name is
Huh?
Minor?
Yeah. Really?
Yes. I set off from Nantianmen the day before yesterday, heading for Lingju Pass. I was in a...
I think that...
I hope it's you. I'd better...
According to the scholar, the miners were heading for Nantian.
Can we be absolutely...
A child with a group of adults. Sounds pretty close. But...
Hey, perhaps that rock over there can tell us more.
Aha!
It looks promising. I'll do my best.
It takes forever to walk.
It's the same group all... I suppose it is...
It's a good thing.
It feels like...
Be that as it may, for full...
Oh, you...
That's not all. We have encountered...
Great.
I left a market...
Clever.
Solidify.
The hell?
This is order. Stabilize.
I had to deal with the troll.
Yeah.
Really?
Stabilize.
Huh? More speed. More speed.
Yeah, I don't know where I'm walking. I can just teleport there.
Under the umbrella, or you'll get soaked. You can't risk catching a cold, because it might turn into something more serious. And if that happens, well, I can't go avenging my clan by picking on the sick now, can I?
Hey! Over here on the ground!
There's a basket lying here.
Hey!
Judging by...
Should...
I can...
Sounds like he's whispering.
Let's see, there's a camp.
Shudder! Beg for mercy. Crush! Rack and ruin!
How is he? He won't die.
He's worked himself into a stupor. Thankfully,
I'm
it's certainly a possibility.
It looks like... Are these? I just witnessed the memories within these ore fragments. This person brought these fragments out of...
How?
So he was kidnapped. But if they didn't need him...
Unless something happened.
Ugh. Hyman's had...
Oh, wait a moment. Seeing these fragments...
What is it?
Something.
As I mentioned, before I met Uncle I was so happy when Uncle These are some crystals that I bought from the market. Not any old crystals,
It's beautiful. Oh,
but of course. And this one is for Mr. Huh? It is...
On the contrary. I just hadn't anticipated receiving a gift during the current... But, thank you.
I'm pleased you like them. It's... Oh, I see more rocks over there. You should all get some rest.
you sure?
Ores are the crystals of the earth. Get some rest and call me when you're ready to set off.
Rest easy. Oh, however...
Huh?
Traveler. Does
You mean the ore that Kunjun's looking for?
Dragonfall is an incredibly rare ore used in forging.
Elemental react.
Indeed, the Dragonfall first emerged,
Oh,
and yet they are crystal creation. Why is it then that a citizen of Liyue...
yeah. If he knew... Weird.
There are those in the mining trade who retain
Ulterior...
a conclusion that it... Don't forget, we're drawing close. When you're well read, we should ensure...
Yep. Archaic stone.
Freeze
Oh
to
my
the
God.
core!
Can't handle your drink.
Shudder! More speed. More speed.
Kunjun!
No problem. I'm done here.
Any result?
There are many. Then again, the memories of ore can ship...
So there's never...
Rocks and...
Zapping?
Indeed.
And there's so many mysterious...
This ancient... Let's conduct... All right, then.
Kundun, can you see anything?
Well, there is this stone tap.
Doesn't seem very in...
Huh. It's worth a try, surely. Let me see. Oh! This is...
Hey, what's wrong?
just a bit lightheaded. It's past, not...
Whatever. Paimon's if you don't try...
Oh,
When is Paimon... Wait a minute.
All of you.
Huh? Quick!
This has been newly dug. It would appear our answer is up ahead.
Is that a voice coming from the tunnel? Ah! Someone else go first!
Compose yourselves. There is an unusual presence. Listen.
The missing miners are here! What are they digging for?
I'm afraid that this whole tunnel is the fruit of their strenuous labor.
Huh? That gate! Has it been there all along?
Digging a tunnel to this ancient seal. Had they not been discovered, they would undoubtedly persevere to the gate.
So behind the seal, there's... What do we do? We can't hurt them!
Ay, me enfrentado. These cutscenes are lit. Oh, es este güey.
What type of monster is this?
Morax, you arrive at my doorstep of your own volition. Excellent. Taking revenge for sealing me away will be all the easier.
So, the little girl is your power incarnate. But if you recall, Ishtaha, this is not how we intended for events to transpire.
Waste not your words. Your life is mine.
Beg for mercy.
No atonement for 1,000-year pain.
Watch out!
Allow me.
You've recovered. How can that...
Focus your efforts, Morax.
Beg for mercy.
Gather.
Shudder. Blood of frost. More speed. Beg for mercy.
Crumble.
More speed. Crush! Take this!
Solidify!
Beg for mercy.
There is no atonement for 1,000-year pain!
Stabilize.
Shudder!
I will have order.
Fisher! Is once not enough? You would forsake me again?
If that is what you choose to believe, so be it. He who bears the weight of memory is destined to shoulder the burden of truth, as it ought to be.
Solidify.
Freeze to the core! Shudder! Crush! Shudder!
Solidify.
Crush!
Rumble!
Shudder!
Pew-pew! Sayonara!
Yeah.
The enraged earth will not absolve you!
Beg for mercy. Shudder! Beg for mercy. Shudder!
Morax! You think you can destroy me?
The hell?
Solidify.
Vengeance will be mine. Beg for mercy. Shudder.
Ooh, damn.
Pew-pew!
Crush.
Stabilize.
Eye for an eye.
Solidify. Order guide you.
Earth will not absolve you!
More speed. Power that ended Python. Beg for mercy. I condemn you.
Morax, 1,000 years after you sealed me underground, you return for the second time.
You should call it by its name,
¿Qué pasó?
H. Fate.
¿Qué pasó? We got a package? What'd you order?
Again?
Oh, ¿qué pasó?
No, escuché los vecinos.
¿Qué dijo?
Todo en el package. The
Mm.
lights down. Why does it stand reassuring?
Mm.
Destroy all deemed redundant. Enlist tyrants to ravage the wilderness.
No. You have forgotten.
That voice!
Ashtaha.
Huh? Kunjun?
Morax. It's been a while.
You're...
Ashtaha. The very same.
During the battle, you imbued us with your power.
Yes. It was all I could manage. Forgive me for concealing the truth, traveler. There were things that only became clear to me upon reaching this tree.
Okay, so this is how it was.
Allow me to elaborate. I am not Ashtaha the whole, but a fragment. Heaven and earth, yin and yang, opposing forces. You can consider the existence of me and the Ashtaha you see there
You don't have to show me.
to be a reflection of such polarities. We
I think we should
are a
name crop it.
schism of the will,
You don't have to
the
show me
will
this,
of
it's like the
Ashtaha.
gown.
Wait. Okay. Hmm?
Looks like a mess. Man,
Pues ahí estabas parado tú.
I could tell me to move over. Go this way, go over here. We're gonna go this way.
Hmm?
Now you have to see my feet. Like, I'm trying to show Rosalie like how low it goes. Oh god. So where are we going?
Right now.
So there are two Ashtahas?
No! It can't...
When the seal loosened, your power manifested in this world as a child. With this new identity, you were able to vent about the forces that suppressed you. But would anyone... That's when it occurred to you. The loosening of the seal constituted an opportunity to strike back. Kidnapping the miners was all in aid of digging to the entrance to the seal itself. Your...
The audacity! Are you insane? If you truly are a part of me...
I was another power awakened with the loosening of the seal. Too weak to reincarnate, but strong enough to possess a human body. I was barely conscious. I couldn't remember who I was. Only the past would elicit a reaction from me. But my aim was clear. Find Morax and aid...
I had sensed that something was amiss when you mentioned Dragonfall. Had your power been but a little stronger, I would have recognized you.
Don't blame yourself. I have changed beyond all recognition. Only when I touched the stone... It's been so long. A secret beyond all comprehension of youthful humanity and ancient dragon...
There would be no harm in it.
You have... Ashtaha was once a friend and ally of the Geo-Archon Morax, with a lifespan far exceeding that of mankind. However, that which is derived of the Earth is no more... The memories of rocks do not last long. Those memories that survive are rooted in powerful emotion. But as time passes, so these memories fade into erosion, ground Ajdaha's consciousness into oblivion. Slowly, he forgot the face of his old friend. And his Ajdaha, now incomplete, became irascible.
What would you expect? It was humanity that attacked the ley lines that sustained me.
This much is true. Which is why you attacked the chasm. Why you waged in the beginning in order to open up new territory and increase production. The citizens of Liyue came to the mountains to mine. Overexploitation caught erosion, made us even more savage. No matter how we struggled, Morax shared with us some of his power to prevent further erosion. But it was futile. Everything, and so we became you. And from your will, I emerged. I am your final contract. Witness the promise between Ajdaha and Morax.
No! No!
I am the remnants of Ajdaha's benevolence. The echo of a contract set in stone. I harbor a willingness to go further.
No! This is I, Ajdaha, forged of elemental crystal, bearer of the weight and memories of the earth, older than the mountains and the oceans that decides. I will not swear.
Morax is not an insect.
A lord over insects is nothing but an insect in turn.
You forgot yourself. Nobody held Morax in higher regard than you or I. That which you have forgotten, I hold here in my heart. If you are the memory of the earth, then I, all powers under heaven, rise and fall of land and sea.
A star appears within the wild. A sun ascends as bright as jade. Strange. What is this feeling? And all this?
You are spent, and I will soon disappear. Before I do, in the wilderness, snow falls on a spring day. In an instant, it will melt. Even where it is fleeting and leaves no trace. Even where it will never fall again.
No! That isn't true! I don't accept this as fate!
Perhaps it isn't, but it remains an inevitable misfortune.
More axe!
The little girl vanished!
Are you satisfied, Ajdaha?
I had to make amends. Satisfaction had no part in it. So, Morax, you call yourself Zhongli these days.
I do.
Well, I'm afraid old habits die hard. To me, you're Morax.
As you please.
I never did forget your gift of sight.
I hardly lifted a finger. Think nothing of it.
And yet, you could see. You wouldn't know the yearning of a blind dragon, searching for the sun. A pair of eyes, from Morax to Ajdaha. This, I will remember this.
Your power is nearly spent. Shall we get going, you and I?
Surely the pressing matter is still that of the miners trapped outside.
Indeed. Hence the need to get going. To fix the damage left in your wake.
More speed.
we get here? We need to go back and check on the miners.
So there you are. My men and I found Mao in a tent at the... Huh?
Nothing. Pay it no mind.
Those three cave.
They're exhausted, but not in...
Right. Well,
So you're taking them back to Liu?
that's right.
Can I come with you?
No problem. You rescue...
Kunjun, we should be calling you Ajdaha.
Not I. Merely this body. Once I'm gone, the true owner will accompany the miners back to Liyue. Kunjun hails from a family of famous artisans. He too will be famous in time. It would be a shame.
You always did have a great admiration.
Curious how swords and daggers are blind. Yet their creators see so much.
Ajdaha. I am no longer the Geo Archon.
I can sense it.
Today I am just an ordinary citizen of Liyue.
Even you met such a fate. Let's get the difficult part out of the way. I cannot guarantee that I won't be awoken a second time.
No matter. If that day comes to pass, Liyue must prepare itself to face you.
And how will Liyue fare without Rex Lapis?
Even without a god above, this remains a nation of men. I was once their god. I ought to be here to witness their rise and fall.
All life is shaped and then ground away by the endless flow of time. You were always the strongest among us. Yet, that's unimportant. Fate, you may live forever, doomed to a lonely existence. Yet, even this is temporary. When you reach the end of time, those people, those past and future relationships predetermined by fate, they will be waiting for you.
I do not pretend to match your rhetoric when it comes to the subject of a life long lived. I fear that the life of an elemental being is longer than any in this world.
Were it not so, you would have killed me long ago, and would not be having to face me again now.
You've brought a smile to my face. When all is said and done, a reunion between old friends is an auspicious occasion.
That day in the chasm. Did you hesitate?
A heart of stone is a heart nonetheless. But I am the god of contracts, and was for a time a god of the people.
You chose justice, but did not forsake your kindness. You came to me not as an assassin, and so I was willingly sealed away.
The movements of the Earth Dragon can tremble the earth and shake the heavens. With your abilities, even at my full strength, I struggle to confront you. Let alone seal you away.
Hence, and do not forget that I was there with Liyue's founder. The face may have changed, but the content of the contract remains intact. Old friend. God of contract.
Thank you, Ajdaha.
My life is at an end. I will join the eternal flow of time. And you, Morax, you will live for many a day to come.
You're leaving?
If it is fated, Morax, we will meet again.
Yes. Don't be alarmed.
Whoa. That...
In fact, we have yet to meet the real... He was. Centuries may have passed since then. But events from 1,000 years ago...
In our last tale, Rex Lapis was walking alone in the mountains. He heard a remote voice, unlike any other, coming from a crack in the earth.
Most of the ancient Geo life forms that live below Liyue are blind, having not seen the sunlight for an age.
The voice was sometimes sad and song-like. Other times it was loud and thunderous. The Lord of Geo searched here and there before finally unearthing a strange stone from the bedrock.
That's how Ajdaha was. I answered his wish and took him above ground.
The Lord of Geo took pity on the rock spirit and carved it into a magnificent work of craftsmanship, a vivid representation of a dragon.
I bestowed him with a pair of eyes to see the world and came to an agreement with him.
With his fingers, he made 2 eyes, quicker than words could tell. Lightning flashed and thunder roared, and a living, breathing dragon soared into the clouds.
I agreed to let him live among the people above ground. But if the day ever came when he brought ruin to order, he would once again be sealed in the dark.
The dragon accompanied the Lord of Geo, fighting campaigns alongside him in the 4 corners of the world. We have a saying to eulogize these events. The crash of a spear brought billowing dust. The mountains and waters made way at the sound. The sight of a dragon bestowed with a touch the promise of rainwater blessing the ground.
A 1,000 years ago, Ajdaha attacked the chasm. I tried to obstruct him, fighting him tooth and nail, down the length and breadth of the mine. Finally, I brought him down, and sealed him underground. During that battle, Dragonfall was born. Ajdaha could sense the stone. Subconsciously, he wanted to use it to find me. Despite being the victor, I could not claim to be stronger than he. And in his heart, he still retained an ounce of goodwill towards me. Towards Liyue, he was willing to be sealed away. But as the erosion set in, he forgot. Even I cannot avoid it. But there is something I understand better than most. When the door opens, the greater the power, the greater the danger erosion may bring about. The millennia may come and go, but even a stone may tire. Personally sealing away an old friend. This is just people abandon and surrender the things they love to pursue the right path. Perhaps that I was a god of mankind. My identity may change, but my eye...
You still care a lot.
Call it, I must thank you both.
No worries.
Oh? About what?
Oh, yeah. So, not long ago, he told us about Conria and the punishment of the gods. That's when we realized that those events were connected to the person we're searching for. Zhongli, you're a god. You've lived through that.
I cannot say.
Why? You can't even give us a thread of information.
I understand. But I must apologize. This is my contract.
You mean another past grievance? Like the incident with Ajdaha? Too painful to talk about?
It was signed before it all began. I have always honored the contract. And you two are friends to me. I can assure it brings me no pleasure to disappoint you. But as the god of contracts, I cannot go back on my word.
Would you be ready to find out?
It appears your understanding of this world There are many events of ages past. They have been eroded by time, but you are capable of finding them. Those who come to witness will witness. If you take the same road as that person, there may be more. This tablet was erected by Mountain Shaper. It names Ajdaha as a terrible dragon. It's a shame. There is a fine line between good and evil.